loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and that he break every yoke. Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor and are cast out to thy house? When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh. Yesterday was indeed an experience, a recognition that there's a great work to be done. It's one thing to watch something on the news and to watch it on YouTube. It's another thing to see it in living colors. It was an experience in the San Bernardino area to see the magnitude of homelessness and brokenness on the street, and it's night and day in some areas, some parts of the city. Hearts are hurting. It's heartbreaking. It's studying the youth. Now it makes you more grateful in gratitude and put your life in perspective. In that, yes, life is hard. Sorry, what's on my face? Sorry, life is hard and difficult, but it puts your life in perspective. Really, it makes you more grateful. I was a little emotional in worship yesterday. Yeah, I was. The song, one of my favorites, I Love You, Lord, more than anything, and it got me in worship yesterday. It did. Remind me of times that I spent with God alone. But as I go through the streets and the alleyways, and some people must be difficult to have their homes and to see people pushing up tent in front of it. And while that's disturbing for them, the reality is some people, I had to say to myself, I had a big fall yesterday. I thought I was having too much fun. Yeah. Sent me sailing in a park. But didn't hurt myself too badly. Yeah, and it was really good ministry. I haven't enjoyed ministry like that for a long while. Yeah, I knew that was missing from my life. And I intended to come here and just take a back bench and just enjoy church. Not running up and down and preaching all over the place. Yeah, but God has had a plan. Yeah. The work is rift. It's big. I wish there was an easy answer. They need water, they need food. And many people are indifferent to their struggles. It's a cycle that many are breaking free, want to break free from. Some of them got emotional, crying, praying for a job. Lift them up. Lift up A for a job. She wants God to provide a job for her. She wants to feel Him again in her life so she can take care of her children. Her male friend wasn't happy, but she was reaching out. So ask for her protection and her safety, and that God will come through for her. One person's looking for a home, a place they can call home, out of the streets, out of the tents and the shacks that they build. I want you to pray earnestly for the streets of San Bernardino. And not just San Bernardino, it's like governments have closed some of the park and fenced them out, but they can't. Every park space on the corner of the street, on the side roads of the streets, people are living in their tents, making a fire to keep warm. It was in the 40s yesterday. It was cold. And when cold at some areas, it's cold enough. And they're in their tents. Yeah. It makes you grateful. Rents are exorbitant here. They can't afford it. I remember seeing in the television one person living in a car and car park of Walmart, waking up her son and going to work. And it's the reality. It's rough. People are living rough. You see, you hear about it, and people are leaving California because it's not as fluffy as before, because of the people in the street. But it's real. It's real. It's expanse, and they need our praise, as I've read in the scripture. And I know the church I've been visiting the last 2 weeks has a shelter, every shower every other 2 weeks. Every other week at the church, they have a shower ministry where the homeless can show up in these trailer come for 4-door showers, and they can have a shower. But we need a bigger solution to the problem. And I think the city need to do something about the problem. The rising prices of rent, the price of people out of their homes. Shelters aren't safe. They've been raping them. So those of you in homes, don't even talk about the shelters because you're not in them. You don't know their stories. They're not safe. They get raped and molested in the shelters. So lift them up in your prayers. And those who, especially those who reached out yesterday, asking God for a breakthrough. And that was just not for young people. It won't be just a one-off. And I said,